Oh, dang, I got.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, this is Troy McKnight coming at you from Dallas, Texas. Hey, if this is your first time actually tuning into one of my lives, I actually go live Monday through Friday. This is actually my first time going live on LinkedIn. I'm actually on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube at the same freaking time. Most of the time, I'm just on Facebook. I usually say, "What's up, Facebook?" But now I'm saying, "What's up, Facebook? What's up, LinkedIn? And what's up, YouTube?" I hope you guys are having an awesome freaking day. And guess what? Just the first time going live on LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time, I had to get one of my homeboys with me. I had to get Jeff. I had to get the legend. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Jeff. Jeff is the type of guy, he teaches businesses how to actually market online where they can get more customers and make more money. That's powerful within inside itself. We're going to bring some strategies, ideas on how to take your business to the next level, but not only how to take your business to the next level, because most of the time as we build in businesses and stuff like that, one of the key factors that everybody run into is conflict. They run into like stuff, stuff just happen, and but you got to know how to deal with it. I mean, not only in business, personal stuff happen, and you got to know how to deal with all that. So, Jeff, come on in and tell them a little bit about yourself, man, and what you got going on, your background, how long you been in business.
Oh man, Troy, thank you. First of all, I just want to appreciate you having me on, especially your first time going live on LinkedIn. Like, man, this is an honor. It's a privilege. I'm looking now. I got this. I just came in from outside. It's raining. Y'all excuse this little spot right here. I wish I could. I'm running around before we get started.
Hey,
But
Jeff,
listen,
hold up. This is reality TV for real, bro.
it really is, man. It really is. I said, you know what? I can't change shirts, man. We got to go live. So listen, Jeff Mayhue. Nothing really, sexy or exciting about me. I'm just an ordinary guy that believes that we are all created to do extraordinary things. And so one of the things that I'm passionate about is helping business owners, generate more leads, generate more revenue, leveraging the power of the internet. And I'm also really passionate about helping individuals um, monetize their knowledge, right, through digital products and courses so that they can one day fire their boss and live life on their own terms. So anything related to online business, internet marketing, products, things along those lines, sales funnels, those are the things I really geek out about. And like I said, I'm just really excited to be here, man, and appreciate you bringing me on.
All right, cool, man. Well, let's talk, Jeff. Let's talk about, some of the most challenging, things people have. I mean, how long have you been in business?
Well, I actually started in this space back in 2008, right?
Okay.
So was laid off by a couple different employers at that time. I was a single dad of 4 kids, and I'm trying to find ways to make money, working from home or do something on the side because I was taking unemployment. Unemployment wasn't paying the bills, man. I was in the red every month, because I just wasn't bringing in. So I got in this. Long story short, just kind of looking for ways to satisfy my own income, and things just started taking off, man. Before I knew it, within 10 months, I had 21 clients in 3 different countries. Had no intention of starting a business, but that's just kind of how it fell in, and due to some ignorance and things that I just didn't know, I ended up going back to corporate. And then when I went back in corporate, now this was after about 7 or 8 years being self-employed, I went back in corporate and I hated it, man. Like I couldn't fit in. I felt like a square peg trying to fit in a round hole. And so as of September 11th last year, 2020, that was my last day as an employee. So I just celebrated 1 year doing this full time. And I'm just loving every minute of being able to add value and help people change their lives and generate revenue based on what they know. And also helping business owners, small business owners generate revenue and keep their businesses afloat, especially during these hard times as we go through and hopefully coming out of COVID-19. So that's a little bit of, big nutshell of where I come from. But, I just geek out on all things, digital, social media, etc.
Come on, Jeff, man. You went back to corporate and you didn't like it. I figured you loved it, bro. You got the benefits, you got the 401k, you get to sit at your crib and whatever. You get to be around people, and I know most people that got jobs and stuff, they love Mondays. That's their favorite day of the week, man. Come on, you can't tell me you didn't like that. And let's get this right, because I'm over here and I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube. And it's nothing wrong with a job. I mean, truly, it's nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
all of us been there. I think a job is a good thing. And maybe you looking at this, and as you're looking at this, maybe you're looking to aspire to move up in your job. And that's what we want to help you do too. We want to inspire you to move up. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking at this, what we want you to understand is sometimes, such stuff happen where you actually got to go back and get a job. I remember, Jeff, as you sitting there talking, I was involved in a company, and that company ended up actually going out of business, and I got in another company. It didn't go as fast, right? So I even had to go back to work before, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with work. But you got to understand, though, if you're an entrepreneur, it's going to be all kinds of conflict. There's all kinds of challenges and stuff that's going to come to your way where maybe you do got to go back and work for a little while. And if you do, that's fine, because the whole goal of it is if you work in a job, it's actually to take that money to pay your bills and actually feed that beast, which is your business. Because once you start feeding that beast, which is your business, and you get the confidence and belief when whatever you selling or whatever you marketing can help a whole lot of other people, and eventually you'll be able to walk away from that freaking job. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to go full time. Because I truly believe that, jobs are great, you know what I'm saying? But as an entrepreneur, we want to create jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a story. Like one of my friends, he actually owned a company, right? And they manufacture their own product. And that's one of the reasons why they manufacture their own products, because they want to put out good quality product, right? But also they want to create jobs. They want to create jobs for people that want jobs, and they want to pay them well. So having a job is not a bad thing. But me and Jeff just should really truly choose this online entrepreneur space. And the reason why is because me and Jeff both know there's no security in jobs. Jobs not a bad thing. But you can go to work today and get laid off tomorrow, right? Just like Jeff had to do unemployment and stuff, because he got laid off in the past and stuff like that. He figured unemployment wasn't enough money to survive, so he had to do something else. But even in this entrepreneurship game, what me and Jeff going to talk about today, we're going to talk about, the challenges, how it can be challenged, the adversity, the things you're going to run into. Because you're going to run into some hard times. You don't get into this game right here as an entrepreneur and think everything is going to be smooth selling. You don't think you get in here. Most people, I tripped out, Jeff, when I see people say, hey, man, come in and make $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. You got to figure out how to make $100 a month first in this space. Wouldn't you agree, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's actually a good point. I think, especially with social media, so much of this lifestyle is glamorized, and you can get the big house and the big car and the boats and all that. And yes, absolutely, those things are definitely possible if that's your goal. One of the things that I like to talk about, even as it pertains to a side hustle, right? Maybe you're working a full-time job and you love your job, you're happy where you are, and you just want a little side hustle to bring in, a little extra money. There's so many benefits to having a side hustle, even from the tax benefits, right? But we talk about, you had just mentioned like this lifestyle, this glamorous lifestyle and all this and all that. But you know what? For the majority of Americans, if you could just earn an additional $500 a month, it will be life-changing for you. Because for most Americans, that's taking care of your car payment. That's taking care of your groceries for the month. That's taking care of your gas. So I like to just focus on, you said it, man, if you can't make $100 a month, you shouldn't focus on $10,000 a month. Let's focus on that first 100 or that first 250 or that first 500, right? To get you a little cash flow coming in, free up your life, take a little pressure off of you. And then if you want to decide to scale a little bit further than that, you could absolutely do that. But for most Americans and most people watching this video right now, $500 a month is going to be life-changing. And that's so easy to do right now in today's climate.
I mean, it's really easy. But, one of the main things of it is, Jeff, I know people got to be teachable and coachable. And let's get into this adversity thing, bro. I've been through some adversity. I've been through some challenges. I've been in companies. I remember the first company me and Lisa was involved in Georgia. We was crushing it. I mean, we was making money, man. I thought I was going to jail because that was my first time getting exposed to a business, and we was making so much money. But that company ended up going out of business. And easily when that company went out of business, a lot of my friends who had got in business with me, they quit. They didn't go back. They just didn't want to do it no more, right? So then I got involved with another company, and that company was hard, man, in the beginning. I mean, we wasn't having the success. I wasn't making that much money or nothing like that, right? And it took a while to get that thing up and going because we went like this, because we riding off the momentum from the first company, right? And then it went like this, right? And when it went like that, I easily could have gave up. And I saw a lot of people give up, you know what I'm saying? And, me and you both, we always talk about mindset and stuff like that to become successful. So today we might be talking to you, whoever looking at this, you could be going through some challenges. You can be going through some adversity. It can be from maybe something with the kids, maybe something with the wife, maybe the money with the business ain't right or something. But, that's all part of it. Wouldn't you agree, Jeff?
Oh man, absolutely. Absolutely. If you think you're going to get in this entrepreneurship game or this side hustle game and think that there's not going to be any opposition or any hard times or struggle, things like that, man, you're just grossly misinformed, at the least. And I think part of that mindset is going into it, you have to know that, even despite how much I think I know, I'm going to come across some challenges that I weren't planning on. I'm going to come across some situations where I don't have the answers. My training didn't prepare me for this, because no matter how good your training is, real life ain't going to fit into that training box, man. And, life just has a way to, present opportunities for you to stretch yourself and challenge you, right? To see, is this guy or is this woman really serious about what she's trying to do?
And all it is I always say, it's like God challenging you to see how bad you want it.
Yes.
And a lot of times when you're going through adversity and challenges, guess what? You that close. Yeah. I mean, you really close to having your breakthrough. You that close to actually, hitting it big, getting that one big customer or getting that one big, client. You so close. It seems like when you get your closest almost to your breakthrough, that's when everything around you might start falling apart. It's truthful. And another reason why, it really is. And one of the key factors is you got to have good people around. You got to have somebody like Jeff. And if you're not following Jeff, you most definitely want to follow him on Facebook. You want to look him up on freaking LinkedIn. Instagram. I don't know if you're on LinkedIn or not, but you need to look him up on LinkedIn. Yep. On Instagram. You need to follow him
on all of it, man.
And if you're a business, LinkedIn too, and if you're in business and you want to drive more traffic to your business, you want to get more people exposed to your business and put a presence online, I'm telling you, boy, you most definitely want to hook up with Jeff. And if you ain't got my book, free book, the 15reasons.com, that's a book that talks about 15 reasons why you should consider a home business. And if you're in the home business profession, that book will maybe give you some tips and strategies on how to look at the profession and actually understand what you truly have your hands on can truly make an impact in other people's lives. So we went to this adversity thing. Now we're going to go to this. We're going to shift your mindset. We're going to talk about, you know what? Anything's possible if you just stop talking and start doing. That's what me and Jeff just talked about. My shirt says something like that. Stop talking. What is it? Stop talking and start doing. Yeah. That's all it is. You just got to stop talking. You got to just start taking the action. And when you're taking the action, Jeff, one thing I realized, about a year and a half ago, I started doing videos on Facebook, right? And when I started taking the action, man, great people start coming into my life. I met you. Yeah. I met you through Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm encouraging whoever looking at this out there, just start taking the action and don't give up. And I promise you, if you keep taking the action, the right people are going to show up. What you got to think of? What about that, Jeff? Go ahead, bro.
Oh, man. You know what? I actually just did on Instagram my stories. I don't even know if it's still up right now. But yesterday, I was talking about the exact same thing, man. Because here's the thing. So I think a lot of people, so maybe you have a dream, right? You're watching this, you have a dream, you have a goal, you want to start a business, you want to lose weight, you want to, whatever your goal is, right? And I think sometimes, and myself included, because I went through this, I think sometimes we get focused on, well, I know I'm starting at square one, but I don't know nothing about square 5. Well, I don't know nothing about square 10. And you ain't at square 5 or 10 yet, right? And I just found that one of the best ways to get clarity is to take action, right? We talk about, say less, man, talk less, do more. And so my encouragement to most people is, what can you be doing today? Do the things that you could be doing today, right? Because I found that, the universe, God, whatever your belief is, I found that a lot of times the goal to step 2 doesn't even become clear until you take step 1. We're looking at step 5 and the universe is waiting on you like, bro, you got to do step 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll present you with the answer to step 5. But too many times I think we have these goals and then we talk ourselves out of it based on what we don't know, rather than taking action on the things that we do know, even if it seems like it's a small action. Does that make sense, Troy?
That makes a lot of sense, Jeff. Just think about it, man. If I wanted to build muscle, I'm not going to build no muscle the first day I go to the gym. It's going to take like 30, 60, 90 days, right? If I want to run 5 miles, right? Well, I got to be able to run half a mile, then a mile, right? And then go a little further. So it's the same thing in the business. You got to take that first step. So if you want to actually, start building your business, or maybe you're considering building a business, first step you got to do is find something and get involved in it. You can't sit on the sideline and wait forever. You know, over the last few lives, you know, a lot of people been hearing me say, and you know, I'm talking to whoever looking at this, is that truly the average person got 25,000 days. That's the I did a research. The average person had 25,000 days, right? So when you know, realize you got 25,000 days, you got to make every day freaking count. You can't sit on the sideline and think forever. You got to get up and you got to be like, man, let's make this thing run. Let's make it happen. I was actually telling a friend of mine about the 25,000 days yesterday, right? And he did the calculations and he was like, man, this made me depressed. And I said, don't let it make you depressed. I said, don't let it make you depressed, because really, you know, you said 25,000, that's years, right? It's like about 6 to 8.5 years or whatever. You live to be about 68 from the day you die. You know, most people living a little longer now. But what I'm saying is, when you got that mentality, because guess what? People like Bill Gates, all the most successful people, the guy at Amazon over there or whatever, right? They value every day because they understand every day, man. They go at it. They're not waking up saying, man, it's a bad day. This sucks. It's Monday. I don't want to be at work. I hate my job. Or I'll be glad when this day over with. Because once you start realizing that, I was actually thinking about that yesterday, Jeff, because I was like, man, because I started thinking like, man, I'll be glad when Monday comes, because it's going to be so much good stuff going on, right? Then I slowed down. I was like, nah, man, remember, Troy, 25,000 days, bro. Forget talking about Monday. Be in the present and enjoy it right now. Once you start shifting the way you think about your days, everything changed. So if I'm talking to you out there and you got a job, don't look at that job as a bad situation. That job is a good situation. You're just working your way to get out that job. So when you get up in the morning, if God touch you and wake you up, hey, when you get up in the morning, say thank God, because you got another day, and make the best of that day. And even when you have challenges and bad days, still thank God, because guess what? Some people ain't having no days no more. I mean, that's just real talk. And that's what, you know, I really want, Jeff, what I really want whoever listening to this to take away from this: stop freaking wasting time, stop procrastinating, stop sitting on the sideline. Go out here and go after dreams with every freaking thing you got, because you're not going to be here forever. You know, people say, Troy, you do these videos, right, Jeff? I do these videos all the time, right? But let me tell you a story. I do these videos. If something happened to Troy today, hopefully God ain't fit to take me away, right? My granddaughter would see these videos. My wife could actually go back after she recovered. She can go look at my videos. I got videos on YouTube. I got videos on Facebook, right? I'm leaving a print right now, you know, where people can actually go back. Yeah, Troy might not be here no more, but guess what? They still gonna hear my voice because I'm on video. Because the reason why is I wasn't freaking scared. I stopped procrastinating. I stopped worrying about what other people think. Because guess what, Jeff? Everybody, listen to this, guys. Whoever I'm talking to, everybody not gonna like you anyway.
Come on.
I mean, that's the truth. And once you get over that, the only thing that's stopping you from becoming successful is you truly are worried about somebody else. And let me ask you a question. The people you worried about, are they going to pay your bills? Are they going to put food on your table? Or if something happened to you, are they going to take care of your kids? No, they not.
Not one of them.
I know I'm kind of preaching a little bit, but whoever looking at this, if I'm talking directly to you and this hitting you, I want you to get it. I want you to get off this live. I want you to go after your dreams, your goals with everything you got. And even if that's in a corporate world, maybe you want to move up, maybe you want to make more money, go out of it. And if you're in this entrepreneurship game, guess what? Your tribe, your people are waiting on you. So if you sit on the sideline forever and ever, and your 25,000 days is gone, and you down to your last day and you land in bed, you're going to be like, man, only if I would have went on and had the courage to go out there and talk to people, the people lives I could have made an impact in. Or you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be getting ready to go home and you're going to be ready to leave this place and you're going to feel, you know, you still going to feel sad no matter what, but you're going to feel good because you know you did everything possible to make an impact in as many people's lives as possible. That's what it's about. It's about making an impact. People chase the money all the time. And don't get me wrong, we need money to live. So whoever looking at this, you need money, but it's about the impact. It's how many people you touching. It's how many people's lives you changing. If you're in a space like Jeff, I want Jeff to go out there and get as many clients that he has with traditional businesses and show them how to get more customers. If you're in the home business profession, I want you to go out there and move your product so you can actually serve as many people as possible, because I'm sure you have an amazing product. And if you offer opportunity, I want you to go out there and share your opportunity with a lot of people and understand, like I spoke the other night, a lot of people are not going to see what you see, but that's all part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about what other people think. Man, that's Jeff. That helped me back for a long time, bro. Years. I wouldn't go live on Facebook because do I look right? Man, I need to lose a little weight. I need to put a little muscle. I'm not gonna sound right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, forget that crap. Just do it. Go ahead, Jeff.
Man, you got me all. I'm like, yes, everything you're saying, man. So listen, I'm gonna just add on to that. I had a heart attack last August 22nd, 2020. I'll never forget that day. I had a heart attack, and I'm somebody who's relatively healthy. I never, I can't say I never, but at that time, I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have high cholesterol. I was working out 3 to 5 days a week. I was eating, and even now, about an 80% plant-based diet. I'm healthy for most part, right? And I had a heart attack, and I was in the woods when I had my heart attack. And there's something about laying on the ground because I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand. My chest was hurting. It felt like somebody was just squeezing my heart like this. And I'm on the ground in the middle of the woods. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking I'm about to die, right? And I'm saying this, and I hope people get it, because I literally thought I was going to die to the point where I'm talking to God, right? Like I'm having conversations with God. And I had that next week off of work to recover from this heart attack. It wasn't, but I had the next week off. The only thing that I thought about when I was laying on the ground in the woods thinking I was dying, the only things that I thought about that next week when I didn't have to go to work was the relationships that I had, the people that were dependent on me, the people that loved me, and what would happen if I couldn't wake up tomorrow, and how would these people be affected? The second thing was, how do I want to spend my time? How do I want to spend my time? Because your time is life. If I spend an hour doing anything, that's an hour of my life. So what am I doing with the life that God has blessed me with to be able to wake up today so that it means something, so that I leave an impact, so that when I leave this earth eventually, that the name Jeff Mayhue just didn't come and go like a passing of the wind. And what was important to me was that I left an impact, right? And I know we cut from the same cloth. And so my impact and the thing, and here's the deal. What I wanted to do and where I feel that I could leave an impact is going to be different probably from the majority of people that's watching this video. But for me, to my core values is, how can I leave an impact on people so that their perception on life is greater than the current moment that they're in right now, right? Because we all go through things. We have highs, we have lows, we go through good times, we go through bad times. And if you haven't been through a hard time, I just say, you know what, keep living, because we all, if you ain't been through a bad time, you're about to go through a bad time. It's just part of life. But as we go through it, my whole thing is you got to keep fighting, man. You got to keep your head in the game. You got to get up, because at some point, when you leave this earth, it doesn't matter how much money you made. It doesn't matter how much, the title that you have on your job. What's going to matter is the lives that you touched and what you did with the time that you were here. And were you happy and satisfied and fulfilled with that time that you spent on this earth? And so my whole message, and man, I know I just kind of just went on a tangent.
Oh, that's good,
but my whole message is, you got to live your life in a way that's true to yourself, and stop trying to impress people that don't care about you. I put in my 2 weeks notice. By the time those 2 weeks were up, they already had my job posted and already hired somebody to fill my place before I was even gone. So my corporate America, the job's not worried about you. So what are you doing to take care of yourself, to provide for your family, to be there for your family, to be present for the ones that you care about, while at the same time staying true to yourself? And that might be through business, it might be through a side hustle, it might be through the job that you're on. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, it's your life to be able to take control of and make the changes that you need to make. And man, like I said, I think I went on a tangent. I don't know if I stayed on track of what you were talking about. But
Jeff, you really was on point. And the thing about guys, most of the time we don't realize it until we get older. Because we always trying to provide, trying to make money, trying to hustle, right? And then when you get older, you sit back and you watch your kids get grown and stuff, or go older, right? You get older, and you see all the time you miss, because it is about the experience. It's about the experiences that with your closest friends, man, with your family, your wife, your kids. That's what it's about. But a lot of times, as a people, we get so caught up in the survivor mode. Most people are just trying to survive. So the job ended up taking all that person time. That person concentrating about the job, worrying about the business. Maybe it's the business they worrying about. How can I get this business up off the ground, right? And that's fine. You should be trying to work on, improving your skills and stuff like that, where you can get the business on the job off the ground or move up farther in the job, right? But you can't let that stuff interfere with your experiences, man. I mean, because like you said, you kept talking about time. Time is way more valuable than anything. Because man, we can never get it back. Just like we've been on this 25 minutes, we're gonna wrap this up. That 25 minutes, we can never get it back. And I want to thank each and every one of you that took time out to actually listen to this. And if you're actually looking at this on Facebook or any of these places, let us know where you're looking in at it from. If you're looking at the replay, or if you're looking at it, I'm in Dallas, Texas. Jeff, where you at, Jeff? I know where you at, but I'm telling where you at.
I'm in actually Kentwood, Michigan, right outside. Excuse me, right outside of Grand Rapids. So Southwest Michigan area.
So Jeff, man, just go on and close us out, man. Leave them with one tip about just anything you want to talk about, bro. Leave them with something that's gonna make this an awesome week.
Oh man, so you left it wide open for me, huh?
Yep.
So no, I think just to stay in line with what we were talking about. I think it's really important. As you look at this week and as you look at how you want to move on throughout life. And I think it's really important to keep on the front of our mind what's really important to you. Is it the money? Is it time? Is it family? Is it your relationships? What's really important to you as an individual? And what things could you strip away from life to make you truly authentic to yourself? Because I went through a period where, I to be honest, I wasn't authentic with myself. I had the corporate Jeff Mayhue. I had the Jeff Mayhue with my church folks. I had the Jeff Mayhue with this group of friends, and there was a different Jeff Mayhue with this group of friends. And I know, I wasn't being fake, right? I just knew that there were different groups and scenarios where you have to behave a certain way, right? But not all of those were being true and authentic to myself. And so I just want to encourage, if you're watching this, find a way to strip away those things that are causing you to live life in a way that's not true to who you truly are. And you know what I'm talking about. We don't have to dive into that. You know what I'm getting at, right? So be true to yourself and begin to make decisions to create a life that allows you to be authentically you, so that you're leaving an impact. You're spending time with the people and the things that you love to do. And when you leave this earth, you're not leaving any potential in the ground. We should not take potential and callings and gifts with us to the grave, man. We should leave that 100% here when we leave. So I just encourage you, whatever your passion is, whatever excites you, whatever makes you happy, go all in on that and don't live life with any regrets.
Wow, that's powerful, Jeff. That's the way to end it, bro. Be yourself. I mean, if I always tell people, if you want to find your tribe, be yourself. If you want to find the right people that God intended on to be in your life, you got to be yourself. Don't be nobody else. We all been there where we pretending to be somebody else or trying to be somebody else around this type of person or that type of person. You know what? What they see right now, when they see Jeff, guess what? They see Jeff. They see that is Jeff. When they see right now, people say Troy wear t-shirts all the time. You come around, if you come to Dallas Fort Worth, you're around in the area, we go out, I'm gonna have a t-shirt on and some jeans. But guess what? And as I'm talking right now, this is me. This is like me. This is like real reality TV. I called my buddy Jeff. I say, bro, we was texting or something. I said, we need to go live because we hadn't went live in a while. And I wanted to bring him on LinkedIn. And tomorrow, I got another rock star coming on. And we're going to be over here on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. Hey, guys, let's make this an awesome week. Go out and crush it. Hey, let's go out, man. If you got a job and you want to move up, hey, do whatever you can to get the knowledge and stuff where you can make that happen. If you're in a business and you're trying to take it to the next level, hey, don't stop, man. Go at it with everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, God bless. You guys have an awesome freaking rest of the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.